Now I do dare say, old boy, I believe it's coming home. What? Formula 1? Yeah, I guess that's a thing. Roll titles. So, Daniel Ricciardo. At one point, this guy was hot fecal matter. A future world champion. The next big thing and, well, other superlatives. But now that driver seems to be a mere shadow of his former self, being absolutely decimated by his younger teammate at McLaren, Lando Norris. Himself, another hot prospect, and I'm not just saying that because he's British. And as I write this, the Austrian GP is going on, so watch this age like milk. But when any driver moves to a new team, you have to go with the, okay, let's give him a bit of time to adapt thing. But while there have been flashes, such as out-qualifying Norris at Bahrain and beating him in Barcelona, it's been Britain winning the Ashes more often. And to add insult to injury, Norris lapped him at Monaco. The same Monaco that Ricciardo won with half an engine in 2018, ahead of probably the fastest Ferrari since 2006. Okay, it's Monaco, but still, that took effort. This is also a driver who is often described as being the last of the late breakers, and apparently the team is telling him to brake later. So is this just a confidence thing? Surely you can't just lose ability at the age of 32. We know that McLaren is a handy bit of kit, given that Norris has really shone in that thing, but is it more a case of Ricciardo not being as adaptable as other drivers? Guys like Schumacher, Hamilton, Verstappen and Senna could drive around imperfections in the car and extract performance, while guys like Vettel need the car to be suited to their specific needs, or performance levels drop. And when you compare him to Sainz, who is also ex-Red Bull, well, Toro Rosso, ex-Renault and now at Ferrari via McLaren, Ricciardo runs the risk of being remembered as a driver who is touted as being the next superstar, but ended up having a journeyman career that never really got going. Drivers like Alesi, Brundle and Heidfeld will be top of the list for comparisons. And Sainz has adapted well to life at Ferrari and is giving their existing driver Charles Leclerc a decent run of things at the minute. And while Ricciardo eventually managed to get a podium in a Renault that wasn't exactly on par with the Red Bulls he'd driven in previous years, adapting to the McLaren is proving to be a bit more tricky. And Andreas Seidel has noticed this, and they are working on it, because if Ricciardo can't find the same sort of pace that Norris has, then McLaren could end up losing third in the Constructors' Challenge to Ferrari. And as I type this, he's just finished 7th, so he's already making a start. So race pace is okay, it's just qualifying that's the problem? Or is all of this just another flash in the pan and will more problems come about over the course of the season? 7 wins in 196 starts, 31 podiums and 3 pole positions isn't a bad return in Formula 1. And he had a decent run in the junior categories too. He won Formula Renault 2.0, he was second in the Formula Renault Euro Cup, he won British Formula 3, won the Renault World Series and has finished third in the driver's standings in Formula 1 in 2014 and 2016. So all of this makes you wonder what life would be like for him right now had he stayed at Red Bull, which is now back at the top. Will that move away from Red Bull at the end of 2018 to join Renault ever come back to haunt the Honey Badger? Or will he not be bothered by it because he thinks that had he stayed he would have just been Verstappen's lapdog and he'd be Mark Webber 2.0 while Red Bull does usual Red Bull stuff between Helmut Marko, Christian Horner and whoever their favourite is at this particular point in time? Or will next season with McLaren be more fruitful as they will have all new regulations and cars to work with that might be better suited for him? I guess we'll have to wait and see and all that stuff. But what if he never regains his form? There is the potential for Indycar. And I reckon he would be a good fit in Indycar because there's existing Australian and New Zealand drivers in Will Power, Scott McLaughlin and Scott Dixon that he can fit in with, and with McLaren being in Indycar anyway and him loving America in general, he'd fit right in and maybe those cars would suit him a bit more. He'll also be able to have a bit more fun out there. But, let's see what happens in 2022 first, and then we'll probably revisit this 12 months later. So now time to hand things over to you, the people who have clicked on this video. Is it just a case of off form, form temporary, class permanent, or do you think IndyCar would be a good fit for the Honey Badger? Leave any thoughts in the comment section and get a discussion going. It is why I do this series. I like seeing what people think. So if you've liked the video, you know what to do. And for more stuff like this, well, you know what to do. Subscribe and get that bell on. Massive thanks as ever to the good folk of Patreon, and if you wish to join them or join in the Discord, links to everything will be in the description box for you. So until next time, I've been Aidan Millward, have a great day wherever you live in the world, and I'll see you all next time for another video. So until then, goodbye.